for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Warning, wrestling POV's content may contain language that is not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Warning, wrestling POV's content may contain language that is not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Warning, wrestling POV's content may contain language that is not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
He wants to put his shrimp on whole ball.
He said your ting ting shrimp.
No, my ting no shrimp. Shit. Jesus,
It's a
man.
crawfish at best.
Oh,
Mr. Tony Diaz.
that's right.
Tony Diaz.
Older and what? Hey,
Gonna stomp my boots in the
you look like Damian Sandow in TNA.
Oh.
My hat's off to him.
I don't have a hat to take off.
I don't either.
You
I
know.
pretended. That's why I pretended.
Oh,
and
I
you
don't know
just
how to-
ruined it.
I don't know
You just
how to
ruined the
pretend.
whole damn thing.
I'm sorry.
to license it.
They chanted Rusev Day during Elimination Chamber.
2.5. 2.5.
2.5.
That's all I got.
2.5. All right, let's go straight off.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Oh,
Come on!
I'm gonna put my knee to his face.
I guarantee that's probably what happened with that
Or you
drunk
could
dude.
put your opinion on the Wrestling POV podcast.
No, because I don't want your ass on the show.
Oh,
Or your mouth.
man, not my mouth.
Shit.
3-time champ. Rusev.
2.5, get it straight.
Of course, he thinks that the men's elimination was match of the night because of
did you hear me say that?
His boy.
Did you hear me say that?
Roman Reigns.
Did you hear me say that?
Roman Reigns.
The men's elimination chamber match. This was match of the night, in my opinion. But
Moving at the speed of this.
what'd you say?
It was a stepping stone.
Give it a rating, though. Give it a rating. A, B, C, or D.
2.5.
2.5.
To license it.
Okay, already. Jesus. You know. Speaking of Jesus, I mean, Mimi Goody. What is he going to take a number 2.5?
Well, here's your headline.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Wrestling POV. I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with Mimi Goody
Shalom.
and the third wheel, Rick Serrano the third.
All right.
Oh, here we
all
go
right,
again. It's already
all
started.
right. Let's do this again.
It's already started. But I got some news for you, though.
Hold on. Take 3.
No, I got bad news for you. It's only
Oh, no.
2.5.
I knew it.
You're only 2.5, sir. It is not 3.
The first ever 3-time.
No, the first
ever
ever 2.5 time.
Rick Serrano the third. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I said it. I said it. Said it was gonna happen.
The first ever 2.5.
Well, exactly. You're the first ever 2.5. But do you know what, though? That's a title that will never be broken.
Thank you.
All right, so take the 2.5. So, all right, and our intern, Miguel Cole.
Hello, how's everybody doing?
All right, as obviously, if you haven't heard by now, we're fresh off the Elimination Chamber. We have co-champions for the first time in Wrestling POV history, and Rick Serrano III just so happened to be part of it. So he's only a 2.5er. So
I said I was gonna do it, and I did it.
so it's only a 2.5. So
Yeah,
not quite 3. Not quite 3. But think of it this way. If somebody else becomes a 3-time champ, and let's just say you become a 3-time champ, you still be ahead of them because you would be at 3.5.
At 2.5.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying if you
Or
become
we can just round up. We can just round up.
Yeah, to the lowest number.
To the lowest number. round down.
Wow. All right. So, yeah, we got lots to talk about. Good things happen on Raw finally. SmackDown. All right. Anyway, before we go into that, we have to talk about the wrestling news from around the world. Take it away, Rick.
All right, and before we do that, let's get into some birthdays. All right. First birthday, Emma turns 29 years old.
No way. Emma, 29?
Yeah.
Dang.
Why you say it like that? Like,
You know what I'm saying?
oh, yeah.
He wants to put his shrimp on whole ball. That's just nasty.
No, it ain't.
I just had a visual, so yeah, it is nasty.
But did you just say Mr. Tony has a shrimp?
Ooh, damn.
Ooh.
That's messed up.
He said your ting ting shrimp.
No. My TT no shrimp. Shit. Jesus,
It's a
man.
crawfish at best.
Oh, no, that shit's a lobster, you know. I left it hanging for a second. All right, this show has just gotten perverted.
Yeah, who started
Speaking
it?
of perverted, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, turns 69.
69, that's right. Nature Boy, same birthday as me.
Woo!
Yep. Did you fart?
Oh, excuse me?
Oh. Oh, Lord. All right, what else you got?
Man. And another Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, turns 65.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
God bless him.
Right?
He still look good.
I ain't going to comment on that part.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
I mean, would you guys consider Rick Steamboat part of the elites when it comes to the IC championship?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Why would you question that?
Because I'm questioning it.
Why?
I don't know. I just never saw him as one of the greats as an IC champ.
Yeah.
His feuds, I'm sorry, but his feuds with with Ric Flair back in the day were legendary. They were legendary. The only one I can say that was very either on top or close to that is his match with the Macho Man at WrestleMania. You know? I mean,
The greatest match of that WrestleMania?
yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that wasn't for no belt or anything.
I know.
You know? So, I mean, that's why I asked. I mean, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. That's it. All right, go ahead.
All right, people. I mean, the words of Mr. Tony Diaz.
That's right.
Tony Diaz.
Older and what? Hey.
Wow.
Right?
Did she just say Tony Kane in Diaz?
Yep.
Disrespectful. All right.
That's kind of funny.
No, it's not.
All right, it is now time for the wrestling news from around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, as you incorrectly heard earlier today, I am not the 2.5 champion. I am the
2.5. 2.5.
POV champion. The first ever wrestling POV champion, the first ever two-time wrestling POV champion, the first ever
2.5.
and the first ever
2.5.
wrestling POV champion, Rick Serrano III, and my co-champion, who is also a three-time champion.
He's a 2.5 too.
Wilfredo Cruz has come out of nowhere, people.
Is it 3 times?
This will be
We
his
trashed
third
this
time,
dude.
What the hell? You just shaved your head?
I needed it. I said it. I gave my hair away, and I said, listen, I need to give it away so I can win this championship. And by God, cut this hair off, lifted a weight, and put a weight on my shoulder, a championship belt.
You look like Damian Sandow in TNA.
Oh.
You're welcome.
Yo.
Dean, greatest WPOV champion of all time, but Wilfredo
2.5. I know.
Nowhere.
You know what? He has come out of nowhere. I mean, I'm
We
sorry to
trashed
say.
him a lot.
We
did trash him.
We didn't trash him. We gave him a hard time.
I gave him a hard time.
No, we gave him a hard
Beginning.
time. We didn't trash him. We gave him a hard time about winning the damn thing, and here he is, freaking running away with it.
I know.
You know, I mean, my hat's off to him. And,
I don't have a hat to take off.
I don't either.
you know.
I pretended. That's why I pretended.
Oh,
and
I
you
don't know
just
how to-
ruined it.
I don't
you
know
just
how to
ruined the
pretend.
whole damn thing.
I'm sorry.
So
Bottom line is, he is considered the second greatest wrestling POV champion of all time.
Yeah,
Jesus.
he is also the second 2.5.
And you guys are wrong.
no.
Anyway, and I am the greatest wrestling POV champion of all time, and I'm going to hold this belt until WrestleMania. So fast.
I don't know. We got Fastlane coming up next
It's gonna
week.
be easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Okay, all right, sure. Why not?
Speaking of lemon squeezy,
I like lemons.
I like to squeeze them.
Lana tweeted, "Let it be known that Rusev is more over than Nakamura, AJ Styles, Roman Reigns, and Rusev Day deserves to be WWE champion and main eventing WrestleMania. If SmackDown is the land of opportunity, then give my husband his rightful opportunity, or are we selling propaganda again?"
What?
Rusev is more over than all those guys.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah,
But not, I
have
would
to
say
so.
he's over than some of those guys, but not all.
Not all of them, but he's still over.
Yeah, he's
You know.
he's way over Roman.
Yeah,
He's way over Nakamura.
No.
I don't think he's way over Nakamura.
No.
I don't think so.
No. I don't
Are they
think so.
chanting Nakamura throughout all the shows? Raw,
Yeah,
SmackDown,
yeah,
Elimination Chamber?
yeah.
They chanted Rusev Day during Elimination Chamber.
2.5. All right.
No, but I think they need to chill out with my boy Rusev. They're really playing him.
I think so.
I agree.
I do.
No, I agree. I agree with
I think
Lana,
so.
and I disagree with Lana.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No,
I agree and disagree.
Right.
Because, yes, he should be starring in WrestleMania, but
Not just starring in WrestleMania,
But, you know, I mean,
damn.
he should be fighting.
Put the guy in and let him let him win.
exactly.
Zachary.
Zachary.
All right, moving on. 205 Live.
Zack
Cedric
Ryder?
Alexander defeated TJP, and Roderick Strong defeated Kalisto.
All right.
They-
Well, it looks like
they're
Roderick.
pushing this dude.
Yeah, I guess it looks like it. Looks like they're gonna
And
push him.
I believe Roderick Strong is facing Cedric Alexander next.
Really?
So definitely Cedric Alexander's going over.
That's what we hope.
That's what we hope.
That's what we hope. That didn't sound like
Well,
that.
Man, it sounded like Barney Rubble.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God. I thought he was.
Next up on NXT, the Velveteen Dream defeated Tyler Bate. That was a big win for Velveteen.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And Shayna Baszler defeated Kairi Sane.
Nice.
Yeah. Andrade Cien Almas calls Johnny Gargano Johnny Jobless. And then Aleister Black comes out, gets interrupted by Killian Dane, and gets beaten down by Killian Dane and left laying there.
Really?
So obviously, we may have a triple threat match the night before
Takeover?
WrestleMania, or Killian and Aleister may have a match beforehand.
I don't know. We'll see.
Interesting.
I mean, sounds interesting,
Yeah. Yeah.
but stupid. Just like calling somebody a 2.5 champion.
2.5.
No, 2.5.
That's all I got.
2.5. All right, let's go straight on to rumors. All right, Seth Roman. Oh my
Seth
Lord!
Roman.
Jesus, you know who that guy is? That's that new wrestler,
Seth Roman.
Seth Roman. Guys, Roll the doobie. All right, no. Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns for the Universal title is a likely direction for Raw after WrestleMania 34.
Wow.
Now, keep that in your head, okay? Just because. It's weird. Would we want to see that?
No.
No?
No.
No?
Not at all.
No.
Okay. But still, keep that in mind in your head, that what I just said. Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns for the Universal title on Raw after WrestleMania, okay? Now, my next one is that there's been a lot of speculation about AJ Styles moving to Raw
Yay!
after WrestleMania.
Yay!
You know, it
Wow.
would give him a fresh set of matchups. But then this other one came up too. That Seth Rollins is a top candidate to head to SmackDown
Yay!
in a potential draft. So
No.
yeah, so I mean,
Why not?
he's never been in SmackDown.
Well, maybe
Because you could put.
you need to
I'd rather
separate
have
them.
Seth be there with AJ.
Say what?
I'd rather Seth and AJ be there together than to separate them.
I agree, but I don't know. Seth's never been on SmackDown. You know, AJ needs kind of not a fresh start, but he needs fresh opponents.
He need fresh meat.
Now, if you go on and you heard, remember my first set of rumors: Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns for the Universal title, after WrestleMania. So I mean, that's kind of weird. Now, still keep that in mind, though. Okay. Now, it looks like Rey Mysterio is finalizing his deal with the WWE, and he was at SmackDown on Tuesday night to sign on the dotted line. But now check this out. He is rumored to be wrestling Cena at WrestleMania 34. So, looks like at Fastlane, maybe? Or maybe the day after that pay-per-view, Ray may come out and say, hey, you haven't fought me? Or did they ever fought?
They've definitely fought before.
They had to have, right? Yeah. So, I mean, he can throw that out there and say, hey, I don't have an opponent. You don't have an opponent. How about me and you go to toe-to-toe, my friend?
See, my thing is with that, then why even tease Cena and Taker?
Exactly. But the thing with it, he's been teasing this Undertaker for a couple Raws now. Especially what happened at Raw, and he did it a couple weeks ago. Actually, he just mentioned him. He didn't tease, but he just mentioned it. So, kind of weird. So, my last rumor: Bobby Lashley has come to terms with the WWE. He has already signed. Speculation is that he will debut the night after WrestleMania. Now, this is the one that's been bugging me the most because of the simple fact that now Brock Lesnar's playing this contract game now between the WWE and UFC. I guess he was in Las Vegas, or as Spanish people say, Los Vegas. It was in the contract negotiations with Dana White.
But isn't he suspended for like a year?
No, that was a long time ago.
Was it? It just
Yeah.
seems like yesterday.
That was about 2 years ago.
Well,
Yeah.
he needs to be suspended for longer than that because
So-
he hasn't fought.
Well,
He's a piece of shit.
Alrighty, glad to know how you feel. Damn, we all got quiet. All right, so I don't know, and then he doesn't show up for Raw. He loves to play this game with the contract negotiations, and I'm sorry to say, you might hate me for saying this, but what Roman said on Raw, he was kind of right. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't know. I honestly, I hate the idea of him being part-time and having the championship belt.
I
Yes,
agree.
absolutely.
I really do. But, but what's funny is, and I'm going to play devil's advocate, but I already know what y'all going to say. There wasn't this much hatred towards The Undertaker when he was part-time.
But the Undertaker showed up a lot of times too. He didn't
So did Brock
wrestle.
Lesnar.
Brock
Nah,
Lesnar.
but
He was
Undertaker
part-time?
never held the title while he did this part-time.
Thank you. That's exactly where I was going to get at, too. That's why I said I already know the answer, but I wanted to throw it out there, too, in case somebody... Well, it's true. I mean, come on. People will say, oh, well, Undertaker was part-time. But, he never had the title while he was part-time.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so There you go, sucker butt.
Yeah. Good one, Tony.
Shit.
Whatever.
All right, that's all I got for rumors. What do you got for injury there, Ricardo?
It seems like a little somebody in Minnesota got their shoulder. Their shoulder feels cold.
Man, let me tell you something. Adam and A, what's up?
Oh, poor Adam. Leave him alone.
But you know what? That's speaking of a champion.
He was the longest.
He was the longest.
He was the longest reigning champion.
Be proud of that, brother.
Exactly. Stop hating on him, Mr. 2.5.
Damn.
First of all,
called you out there, 2.5.
Got the cold shoulder, and he's missing his belt. Talking about he gonna come and get it. Come and get some, brother.
Ooh.
Bring it on like Donkey Kong.
What is it that he says?
What?
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Oh,
come on!
I'm gonna put my knee to his face.
Jesus Christ. Or we can go the...
Oh, Ricky!
Or we can go the Alexa Bliss round and go Adam Monet.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
yes, what she did to
what she did to
Asuka.
Asuka.
Oh,
That's fucked up.
It's very racist too.
But
it's still funny. Still funny. I don't care.
Yeah, the only injury is Adam's cold shoulder.
Jesus, man. Wow.
Damn, stop being such a hater.
2.5. All right, so you know that's always going to be the whole show, right? You know that, right?
No, sure.
It is
For fake.
for fake. All right. Now I won't be in order. I know this, but we're going to go straight into the WWE Elimination Chamber. Overall, what did you guys think of the Chamber match? No?
It was the greatest show of all time.
Yes? No?
Yeah, I mean, I won. So I hated that I won, honestly. I hated the fact that it was so predictable.
There was a couple matches, yeah. The only one that I honestly had probably a hard time with was the tag team title match, the Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt match. And that was about it, to be honest. Everything else was a little predictable. I don't get what they're doing with the whole Apollo Titus O'Neil thing. You know what I'm saying?
They're done. They had their run.
Exactly. They had the run and done, and now where did they go? You know what I'm saying? So the first, what do they call it? The pre-show, it was the Club versus the Miz Taraj. Obviously predictable. There's no way the Miz Taraj could have won.
It wasn't obvious to Mimi. What were you thinking?
Damn. Please just putting you out there.
I was just guesstimate.
Let me go 5 points on the Miz Taraj.
You would have shit your pants though if they would have won.
I would have. Wait a second. What's happening?
She would have had a commanding 5-point lead, but so the club wins. Next matchup I have is the Apollo Crews and Titus O'Neil versus the Bar. I don't know. I'm a little confused with this whole thing with the Bar. It's like, Sheamus is almost out the door. What are they doing? What are they doing?
They're not gonna give it to Titus or Apollo.
Well, I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the Bar. It's like, Sheamus is really hurt.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I don't either.
He got the Edge injury.
Yeah.
It's just like, all right, what the hell's going on?
Exactly. It's like, dude, I don't know. It's kind of weird.
And I love Sheamus. I still want him to get.
I do too. Remember, it took
walk.
that one show, and I was like, damn, Sheamus is actually impressive, and he really is impressive for a big dude. He is big. They retain. Oh Jesus, they retained the title. So I guess that's the end of that story, right? You would think.
Yeah, well,
you would think. Thought so. You would think, right?
Well, yeah, you thought New Day was not going to go for the
I guess
belt
the Usos. Yeah, look at them now. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
All right, the next matchup I got is Matt Hardy versus Bray Wyatt. I wasn't really entertained with this match.
Me neither.
Am I the only one or no?
No, I liked it. I honestly liked it. The fans were dicks.
You know what? Yeah, I agree to that. Chanting,
That was
we
terrible.
want the beach ball, right? They were
The
chanting
Beach Ball,
Rusev Day. It's like, come on,
the
man.
Wave.
What was the other one?
They were doing the wave and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
And that's
geez.
why Matt Hardy was
And-
telling them to do it.
And even during the match, I guess supposedly some fan got really drunk and stupid and got arrested during that match. So I think maybe that has something to do with it. I'm not sure. But even still, I mean, if you're a fan, try to at least give these guys some kind of respect. They're throwing out a good show. If you don't like the match, if you think it's boring, keep your freaking mouth shut. Maybe somebody next to you might enjoy this match. And I guarantee that's probably what happened with that
Or
drunk
you could
dude.
put your opinion on the Wrestling POV.
No, because I don't want your ass on the show.
I was
Shit.
Facebook.
Oh, on Facebook? Oh, my bad.
Drama gets us money, man.
Oh man, dude.
There's always drama on this damn show.
Well, it's only because it's coming out of your mouth.
Not my mouth. Maybe Rick's mouth.
Oh,
Or your mouth.
man, not my mouth.
Shit.
3-time champ, Rick.
2.5, get it straight. Jesus.
He got you there.
Oh, dude. All right, so the next matchup, I burped in her face.
That's just
Payback.
nasty.
All right, next matchup, Asuka versus Nia Jax. Now, I mean, they made Nia Jax look like a beast. I give it to him, but it was only obvious she wasn't gonna win.
Exactly.
I do like what happened at the end though when she pushed her through the damn barrier. I was like,
Oh, man.
Jesus, man! Wow. Alrighty.
I like the finish, the little corkscrew
Yeah.
that she did to pin her up.
Yeah,
That was
she
pretty
does
cool.
that so fast, Asuka.
Yeah.
I mean, real fast. Wow. All right. So now the women's elimination chamber match: Bayley, Sasha Banks, Sonya Deville, Mandy Rose, and Mickie James, and Alexa Bliss.
Match of the night.
You think so? Match of the night.
I
Yes,
think
sir.
so.
There was some mistakes that were going on through there, but I give them credit.
Oh, I give them credit. I mean, they did all right.
Yeah, they did all right.
But
I think that was match of the night. I don't care what Tony said.
Okay. Yeah, well, all right, whatever.
Of course, he thinks that the men's elimination was match of the night because of
did you hear me say that?
His boy.
Did you hear me say that?
Roman Reigns.
Did you hear me say that?
Roman Reigns.
Oh, Roman Reigns was in the wing, and he got so excited.
Because of Roman
You
Reigns.
guys are fucking haters.
Roman Reigns,
Like-
Jerry.
Like straight up fucking haters, man. We didn't even talk about the damn match, and you guys are starting your shit. Anywho, I don't think this was match of the night. I don't even think not one match on this card was match of the night.
There's always one match that's match of the night.
What?
There's always one match that's match of the night.
Negative. Negative?
Negative? Really?
Negative?
Roman Reigns? Negative?
Shut up. Don't even start with me, all right? All right, Alexa Bliss retains her championship belt, and she really got the crowd when she had that little promo. And
I laughed my ass off when she did that.
Yeah, good promo work by her. I give her that much. That's it. So
But
now,
how about the Sasha Bailey thing? Sasha turning on Bailey.
yeah, Sasha turning on
not only
Bayley.
that is what the fuck, Sasha? You lost. You're sitting there crying like a little choach.
But not only that, I don't hear, and I've been saying this for a while too. Why is Sasha getting this push? Why? No, with everything.
No, it's a simple question. It's true. It's just why.
It's why. I mean, to me, it's not working anymore.
Nah.
Like, to me, it's like, it's like when you first chew that piece of bubble gum and it's really, really good, and then it got stale. That's what's happening with Sasha Banks.
Yeah.
She is stale gum.
Yeah,
She
she
gotta
is.
go to SmackDown.
She needs to go to SmackDown.
You know what? I think you're right. I think
And
she
you know
needs to go to
what?
SmackDown.
Honestly, I think she can take over SmackDown. That will be the whole gimmick. The whole.
But as a
gimmick,
heel.
just like The Rock.
But as a heel.
You know how SmackDown was the Rock show? I think Sasha Banks can take over SmackDown and make it her show.
I don't know. She possibly can as a heel. I don't know if it'll be up to the reputation like as with The Rock.
Yeah, she can never be like The Rock.
She can
stir some shit up.
She can work it.
That's
She can work
it.
it. Yeah. I get it.
Yeah. Family Guy. I noticed that with the whole Bailey and Sasha Banks, and it looks like that's gonna be a feud, especially what happened on Raw. So the main event, the men's elimination chamber match. This was match of the night, in my opinion.
Warmer wings.
Yeah, for fake. No, this wasn't match of the night. The Miz, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, John Cena, Braun Strowman, Elias, and Finn Balor. What do you guys think of this one?
It's predictable. It
This
was.
match started so slow.
Very slow.
Oh my god, it was like moving at the speed of this.
What'd you say?
Yo, oh my god, I was so upset. And then every time somebody new came in, John Cena, one punch knockdown, and then Roman Reigns came in and just one punch taking everybody. I'm like, what's going on? And of course, when Braun comes in, Braun's got to eliminate. He eliminated five guys.
People.
Five.
Not 2.5.
Not 2.5, but 5. Thanks, Big Al. I'm glad he woke up.
That's still 2.5 more than me.
That's true. That's true, but it's still 2.5.
Now, let me ask you a question. Obviously, the winner was Roman Reigns by doing the spear on Braun Strowman. Now, do you think that time's running out on Braun? Or he's still got the mojo thing going on?
I think he's still got it going on.
Yeah? You don't think his time's running out? No. Especially after this and what happened on Raw, too. I mean, it's like a feud with Elias. That's not what I want to see.
Like, and the whole get these hands. Like, dude, all right, chill out with the line.
I know,
you
right?
You said it once, it was hilarious. You sold some t-shirts. Don't keep doing that because you're just going to become a model of what Vince McMahon wants you to be.
Yep.
Be the monster, just beat people's asses, and that's it. But you can't be beating people's asses, flipping ambulances, and losing.
Yeah.
Now imagine Bobby Lashley's coming.
Yeah.
Bobby Lashley's going for the Universal title, bro.
Yep.
So that means you're still going to be on that second tier.
Yeah.
So Braun Strowman, I'm sorry, but your time is up, and Roman's time is now.
It's true.
Roman's time is every freaking year.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, man. You got to give it to Roman, though. You know, he has been doing some other matches where he has put the other people over. You know what I'm saying?
No, I understand that, but if it's not Roman, it's Seth Rollins. If it's not Seth Rollins...
But even, I got to say, even with Seth Rollins, he's taking a step back.
I'm done.
Not with the Yasuke. See, he was in the tag team division. So you can't say that he was having the singles push run.
Same thing, man. That's all you see. Every pay-per-view. There's more wrestlers than them three, yo.
Don't try to get all ghetto and shit.
First of all,
oh my God.
Let me just tell you this.
Here we go.
I was the biggest Roman Reigns cheerleader during this match because I knew if my man Roman Reigns wins, I'm getting my title back. So I was there, go Roman, go, please.
I bet you was.
I was Superman punching it up. When he won that title, when he won that title.
Wow. All right. So, that was your Elimination Chamber match. Overall, what do you guys think?
Yeah.
It was a stepping stone.
Give it a rating, though. Give it a rating. A, B, C, or D.
2.5.
2.5. Oh, shit. No, A, B, or C, or D rating. I mean, what do you got? What do you give it?
A B.
B show.
Yeah.
B. Yeah, I agree with that. I give it a B.
Minus.
A B minus at that.
2.5.
Yeah. B 2.5. Oh boy, you're never gonna hear the end of that. We were prepared for today, Rick. I don't know if you noticed that.
For real?
For me. Oh boy! All right, hey, you know what? Let's go on to raw notes. All right, Alexa Bliss and Mickie James kick things off in the ring. Bliss discusses that the other women in the Elimination Chamber match and says she's going to break Asuka's streak at WrestleMania. Before Asuka, and then all of a sudden Asuka comes out in the ring. She's staring at her. Didn't give a promo, and I think that's probably the smart thing to do with her. And then Alexa did the slow talking to her. I know your English is not so good, but looking at your body language, it's like,
I died laughing. I'm like,
it
fucking bitch. What a bitch. But that's what she living up to her name.
It's true. That is true.
Little bitch Bliss.
Little bitch Bliss. So, after she's doing all that, Nia Jax comes down, and the trio started ganging up on her. Asuka threw in some shots, but wasn't enough until Bayley and Sasha Banks came down to make a save, and they laid him out, and Kurt Angle made a match. So it ended up being Asuka, Bayley, and Sasha Banks versus Alexa Bliss, Nia Jax, and Mickie James. What do you guys think about that match?
Interesting.
How was it interesting?
The whole thing was interesting. How
it was alright.
Is Bayley
I thought it was
becoming heel?
I don't know. I was going to get to that if you gave me 2 more seconds.
Exactly.
You asked me what do I mean. I'm trying to answer your question.
Well, to get into that part of it, it was when Sasha Banks went to go for the tag on Bayley, and Bayley just jumped off. Not jumped off, but, took a step back. Jumped off the ring, yeah. And just the look on her face was very heelish. Mm-hmm. It was a heelish expression, in my opinion, especially after the match. They ended up winning, and Sasha Banks was on the floor crying like a little beat of the itch, like a bitch, and Bayley was grilling her like she had to, and this is why I say it was a heelish look. It's because she was smiling at Asuka and then grilling Sasha Banks. So could this be a double turn? Is what I'm saying. Well, not a double turn, but yeah, it was. Yeah. I would say a double turn because Sasha has been acting like a heel past few weeks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I would consider this a double turn if it was one. I don't know.
No, I don't think Bayley's turning at all. I just think Bayley was like, listen, 2 can play this game. Like, stop being this beat to the itch.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Like, I'm trying my hardest to make this work, and you always finding a way to screw me over.
True, but I think honestly, if Bayley turned heel, it would definitely push her to
the top. Yes, because
I would love a Bayley heel turn. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hell yeah, Bayley heel turn. Do it.
What's she gonna do though? There's no more hugging.
That's true.
But she don't need to hug because she can be just like
You know how much heat she
Jericho.
can get? Yeah.
Like
You know how much heat she can get though by I don't know how people
but she
no more.
she can be like, she can be just like Jericho. Because Jericho was loved as a heel. He's loved as a face. He's loved no matter what.
Yeah.
And
but Bayley wouldn't though.
She's not strong enough on the mic.
No, she's not. But I think as a heel, I think she would. I really do.
Think once they start the what chance, she's done.
Could be, because I guarantee you that's what they all.
Because I think she'll be like, "What? No. I'll tell you what."
No, I think they've all been, because it's not just her that they do that with. They do it with everybody. The what chance. So I'm sure they coach them on, hey, if you hear the what chance, just talk right through that shit. So, all right. Up next, it was John Cena. He comes out. No, come on now. Does it look like John Cena's being a little bitch now?
Yeah.
Yo, a big ass beat to the itch. Like, yo. And then, I've never seen John Cena. Shut the John Cena, every time he loses, he acts like that.
Yes.
He does. He does. I don't know what happened. I mean, it's something I got to improve on, and I got to fix it. Shut up! Really? It's like, I'm disgusted. Disgusted. All right. He challenges The Undertaker and then quickly changes it to, well, that ain't going to happen because he's not going to do it or some shit like that. And then he mentions how he's going to go to SmackDown now.
Because he's a free agent.
Because he's a free agent. No, it's the John Cena rule. Go do whatever the fuck I want to do. Dumbass. Disgusting. So up next, it was Bray Wyatt versus Heath Slater. Threw him a beating. Then the Wyatt, he cut a promo saying it's Matt Hardy's fault that he had to hurt the pair, and that they're gonna face off again. So shocker there or no?
No, this is a shocker.
Yeah.
I mean, I told you so.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look back at the past episodes, I did say that.
What episode?
And Matt Hardy are gonna fight each other. And then it's going to lead into WrestleMania, and then that's when Brother Nero's going to come in. He's either going to side with Bray or Matt.
Well, he is coming back.
Episodes on iTunes, YouTube, Podbean, and now Spotify. Leave us a 5-star rating, leave a comment, and do all that good stuff. And you can hear that I said this already.
Which episode?
2.5. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Actually, he is going to be cleared by WrestleMania. Jeff Hardy is. Yeah. Yep. So that's that. We'll see where it goes. The Miz came out and did a roast on Anaheim. So stupid. I thought this was. He also went off on Kurt Angle for disrespecting him with his. I don't know what the hell's going on. He's saying about WrestleMania. He's saying that Kurt made him get. He's picked an opponent for him to wrestle at WrestleMania or some shit like that. I was a little confused with this segment. It led to Seth Rollins coming out. And ended up being Seth Rollins versus The Miz. This match was actually pretty good.
It was a very good match.
That frog splash from almost across the ring by Seth, I was like, damn. Yeah. All right. Seth Rollins won. He got the pin. Then when you thought it was over, it wasn't. Because Finn Balor came out. And The Miz was like, yo, what the hell's going on? Kurt Angle came out and said, no, I told you he was going to wrestle him. Which was weird.
Yeah, like, why are you having him fight twice in one night? At least if you wanted to drag it out, you could have had it next week.
Exactly.
And see, like, you could have had Miz saying, I'll beat Seth Rollins, and then Kurt Angle come out and say, well, you're not done yet.
Yeah.
You got to face Finn Balor.
Now you got to face Finn Balor, exactly.
But
I don't know. It was a little weird.
Dropping the ball.
Yeah, it's like they always do. So it ended up being Finn Balor versus The Miz. Before they can even fight, though, the Miztourage jumped him and beat him up and did all this crazy shit to him. And then Kurt Angle came out and said, no, we're not having this today. There will be a winner or else we won't be at WrestleMania. So restarted the match and Finn Balor wins. So it's like, all right. But you know what, though? It didn't hurt The Miz.
No, and
that's what's strange.
Friggin' match.
It was a good match, but it did not hurt Finn Balor at all. I mean, The Miz.
The Miz, no. And the match of WrestleMania is going to be amazing.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
Seth and Finn and Miz, come on.
Especially if they make it a ladder match. I think they should.
Oh, you think so? I think it...
Or, you know what? It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. Either way, it's going to be a good match. You know? So, yeah, we'll see where they go. I mean, but do you think it's going to stop there?
I hope it does, but...
I hope so, too.
I mean, what the hell is Braun doing?
Yeah, exactly. Challenging Elias.
Oh, God, that's terrible.
You want these hands? Damn, I thought Braun was here. Right? All right. Roman Reigns then came out and did probably one of his best promos so far.
Yeah.
Looked like he was speaking from the heart. Reigns called Reigns called Lesnar entitled piece of crap who hides behind his contract, and pretty much called him a little bitch too. I was like, all right. Brock Lesnar wasn't there. Okay, so they had to do something with Roman, right? He was advertised to be there though, so I wonder what's going on with that. A little weird to me.
Just a little bit.
Then up next, just when I thought it was over, the Bar versus Titus Worldwide in the 2 out of 3 falls match. Didn't even go there because the Bar won. I'm not going to talk no more about that.
No.
It needs to be finished. Then up next, Elias came out and, of course, did one of the funniest promos. And then Braun Strowman came out. They fought. Elias got some good shots in there.
But that's what I'm saying, how unbelievable it is with Braun. Flipping stuff and doing all this crazy stuff, and then losing to Roman with 2 spears. But then Elias has the power to take Braun down.
I don't know either. But you know what, though? I like the match.
No, it was good. I enjoyed it.
I liked the match.
And all that, it was good.
Yeah, I mean, I think for us it was just weird because of the simple fact that Braun was, on the defense for once. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what was weird about it, but it was still a good match. I enjoyed it. I really did. Then the confrontation for Ronda Rousey. Triple H and Stephanie came out to the ring to confront. You know what? We never even talked about it in the Elimination Chamber, did we?
Oh,
no, we did not, because I was saving it for last and I totally forgot about it. So at the Elimination Chamber, a little bit. Got to rewind a little bit there. Anyway. At the Elimination Chamber, it was supposed to be the contract signing. They all was there in the middle of the ring. Ronda Rousey, Kurt Angle, Triple H, and Stephanie McMahon. And just about when she was about to sign the contract, looked like Kurt Angle was talking about something to Triple H, and then Ronda was like, "Hey, Kurt, you got something to say?" And he was like, "Yeah, I do actually." He started running his mouth about what Triple H and Stephanie McMahon was saying about Ronda, and things got a little bit heated. They escorted Kurt Angle out of the ring. Triple H was walking with him, and they were still telling Ronda what they were saying. Then Ronda said something. No, Ronda didn't say anything. Actually, Stephanie came back in the ring and got into Ronda Rousey's face, and then Ronda got into her face, and Triple H came in, tried to separate them both as he was pushing Stephanie out of the ring. Triple H approached Ronda Rousey, and she pretty much slammed him through the table. Stephanie came in the ring and was like, "What are you doing?" and slapped the shit out of Ronda Rousey. Ronda then looked at her, and Stephanie left the ring really, really quick. So, thoughts on that segment itself?
That segment, it's so forced. Like, why Kurt Angle is terrible. I'm Kurt.
But let me tell you something. Let me tell you something though. I used to hear that Kurt Angle used to be really good with his promo work and script. Like they said, someone told me he memorized 10 pages worth of script one time. So I mean, I don't know what's going on with Kurt. It's like, dude, what are you doing? Like, what's happening?
Even without that though, the script is terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, what's going on over there, Kurt? Well, nothing. They're just trying to hold you on.
Yeah.
And didn't you guys say that she was a bitch? Like, come on.
That is true, though. That is true.
That's terrible.
Yeah, very terrible. But the slam on Triple H? I thought it was pretty good.
That was good. Yeah.
I was like, all right.
I was a little afraid because he almost missed the mark.
He almost, but what it was that he jumped too high for her.
Yeah.
And I think he underestimated how strong she is. And when he jumped too high, she flung him. Oh, boy. All right, so fast forward to Monday Night Raw. It was Triple H, Stephanie McMahon. They came out to the ring first to confront Ronda Rousey. They demanded an apology from Kurt Angle. They're all in the ring. Rousey came out before Kurt Angle did, actually, before that. She came racing down there. And then Kurt Angle came out, and he was like, listen, I lied. I'm sorry, blah, 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 this and that. Which I don't get that part of it. I was just a little confused. But Rousey looked at Stephanie and was like, I demand an apology for getting slapped. Stephanie was like looking like she was getting ready to slap her again, and then turned into a little bitch herself and was like, I'm so sorry.
Oh yeah, that was so bad. It was
terrible, but funny nonetheless. But then as they were leaving the ring, freaking Triple H sucker punching Kurt Angle.
The worst punch thrown in the history of wrestling.
And Triple H is a good punch thrower. You know what I'm saying? He knows how to throw a punch. It's like, what are you doing?
And Kurt dead selling it.
Oh, God, yeah. And to me, Ronda looked a little bit lost.
Because she didn't expect this dude to die.
I was like, wow, man, what the hell? Come on, man. Anyway. Yeah. So that was your Raw. Not too bad of a Raw. Looks like they're getting things together for WrestleMania, getting the matches set up, and who knows? We'll see where they go. They got 4 more weeks.
Yeah.
They got 4 weeks, and my biggest complaint right now has got to be with SmackDown, how the pay-per-view is next week, so that gives them 2 weeks to do a storyline for WrestleMania.
Yeah, man, I don't know. I don't like this.
All right. Well, before we go into SmackDown, we're going to take a quick pause for the cause. When we come back, we will talk about SmackDown Breakdown. We'll be right back.
Hey, this is your Olympic hero, Kurt Angle. Listen to the Wrestling POV podcast. Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and you are back with the Wrestling POV 3-time champion, Rick Serrano III.
2.5.
And we're here to talk about the top 10 rankings of the month of January. WWE superstars only this time around. Guys, make sure you cast your votes. Check out our Twitter page at Wrestling POV. We got all 3 of our picks. We got Tony's, we got Mimi's, we got mine. And you guys get to vote. And next week we'll reveal who is the winner of the top 10 rankings of the month of January.
Yes.
And then next week we start a new top 10 for the month of February.
Yes,
you don't want to miss it, guys.
Yes, we
Make sure
are.
you do that. Because the 3-time champ said so. Also, the Wrestling POV podcast is affiliated with the Collar and Elbow brand. CollarandElbowBrand.com. If you go there, you can save yourself 10% by using promo code WPOV. 10% off, people. You get all these crazy great shirts. Also, you help out your local wrestlers and you help out your local podcasts, like the Wrestling POV podcast, even though we are worldwide. That's what I'm talking about.
And you know what, though? 10% is more than 2.5. Got him!
Miguel, do you want to do the SmackDown breakdown? Oh my goodness, yes, I would love to. Get out of here. I'm only playing. Go to CollarandElbowBrand.com. Use promo code WPOV. Save yourself 10%. It's now time for the SmackDown Breakdown.
Are you ready? Break it down. Degenerate into
Sit down.
Alright, that's SmackDown Live opens up with John Cena.
Tell me what to do.
Yep.
Yeah, John Cena. John Cena comes
Still
out.
being a
and
little
he-
bitch.
Yeah, talking about, well, Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, it was rumored that John Cena was going to fight, challenge Shinsuke for
Shinsuke,
his
yeah.
Royal Rumble spot
Yep.
win. But that didn't happen. As he said, Shinsuke Nakamura is the only guy guaranteed to fight at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And that he wants to get his way into the 5-way tag team match and says he will do anything. And Shane McMahon comes out and is just like, well, this is the land of opportunity. But you got to earn it. So...
True.
You gotta earn opportunities and okay, all right. So talking about how you're gonna come in as a 17-time champion, and before he can talk about that even more, Daniel Bryan comes out, and Daniel Bryan's like, yeah, well, you need to earn your opportunity, and the only way you're gonna earn that opportunity is against the phenomenal AJ Styles. Now, why not have John Cena fight Rusev?
You think that they would do that, being that they were chanting Rusev Day during that segment.
Right? Like, preposterously bad.
It was beyond that. I don't even want to talk about it.
You could say he was, interesting?
Definitely, but stupid.
Yes. Speaking of but stupid, Sami Zayn versus Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
Listen, I like these two guys. I like them a lot.
Uh-huh.
But I do not want to see this like every single week. Like, this is like, we're not going to have these one-on-ones every week, are we? But of course we are.
Yeah.
SmackDown, when they have these multiple guys in one match, this is what they do. It's just a joke. But anyway, Baron Corbin ends up picking up the win, which is actually a good thing because Baron Corbin needs to get some kind of steam behind him going forward. But after the match, Dolph Ziggler hits a zigzag on Corbin.
Yeah.
And that's another good thing. Like, okay, Dolph Ziggler is starting to pick up some steam. But what's going to happen? You gave him a 3-year contract, $1.5 million a year. He's got to get something out of this.
Well, they're going to use him for probably every little thing known to man. Seriously. They're going to have to.
Yeah, of course. And
paying them all that money and shit. It's like,
And speaking of like repetition of things, Sami Zayn and Kevin are backstage and they're walking up. They bump into Shane and say, "Did you see what happened?" And Shane says, before they go on another conspiracy theory, Daniel Bryan left and you should go catch up with him.
Yeah, he said you don't want to be late for dinner.
Yeah. So that's the shot you're going to take. So, again,
exactly.
Hurry up with this paint drying fight you're trying to build up between Shane and Daniel.
It's ridiculous.
And
we've been saying it since freaking Survivor Series.
Yeah. Nah, it's got to stop. It's got to come to an end.
Yeah.
Then we had Naomi versus Ruby Riott. Every time I want to give Naomi a chance,
I told you.
I just don't get it, man.
I told you. She's running her course already too. She's another one. She's another one. I think her glow came and went already.
Yeah.
Seriously. I really do think that.
Get out, man. I'm done with it. But Ruby Riott did pick up the win, so
yeah,
that's a good thing. I mean, Ruby Riott is definitely climbing on my list of women I would like to see wrestling.
Yeah. And you know what, though? She has improved since being called up on the main roster.
Her promos are definitely keeping her up there.
Yeah, she's not sounding robotic, and she's improved. I give her credit, and I'm actually looking forward to the match with her and Charlotte. Really am.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Next up, we had the Fashion Police and Josh Duhamel.
Blah, blah, blah.
All right. Close enough. Now, listen, man. I don't know. He's the star of the new show about Biggie Smalls and Tupac, and they're solving the death of Biggie, not Big E, the New Day,
and you know when he said the way he said Big E, but the way he said Biggie, actually, I was like, oh, yep, New Day's gonna get involved. I knew that for a fact. I saw it coming. I was like, son of a bitch, and sure enough, who was standing there? Biggie. And
no.
But not to sound racist, it's like, all right, Biggie, your brother. You never heard of Biggie Smalls? You know what I'm saying? He couldn't have told the dude, no, I'm just playing, I know you. You know what I'm saying? But he kept acting like they were really talking about him. You know? I was like, oh, come on, man.
These segments are brutal.
Yeah.
Speaking of brutal segments, the New Day make their way to the ring, and they say that they're going to establish themselves at WrestleMania as champions, but first they have to beat their biggest rivals, the Usos.
So it's going to be at WrestleMania, the Usos versus New Day?
No, their first matchup at Fastlane. So they have to establish themselves at Fastlane before they...
Okay. Gotcha.
Now, this was ridiculous. The Usos come out and say that the New Day is spreading the power of positivity through pancakes and that they used to be like them with the face paint and singing and dancing around. But this is that they've never been at WrestleMania.
Who?
Is that true?
Who?
The Usos.
The Usos? No, they've been at WrestleMania.
They said year after year they've been getting passed over, and 9 years in the game and 0 WrestleManias.
No, unless they're just talking about a singles, like a tag. I don't know. No, I think they've been in WrestleMania.
I mean,
I know for a fact that they were. What the hell were they talking about?
I don't know. Must be they're drinking that water.
They must be drinking that Hawaiian water.
There you go. Vince McMahon is
right.
He said Biggie. Oh my god. Yo, could you imagine being around Vince McMahon and he's just like, you better smile, you better laugh, or you're fine. He's like, oh, Vince.
I would just like to know, just to sit with him for a whole episode of Raw or SmackDown would be hilarious, I think. Seriously, just to really know what makes him laugh, And I can guarantee, just like you said, I guarantee that made him laugh. Seriously, that had to have. That had to have made him crack up, and he probably said that. He said big A. Seriously.
Lord. Thankfully, the Bludgeon Brothers came out, and they came out and just stared down the Usos and New Day. So,
that was it.
My early prediction, Bludgeon Brothers are definitely going to cost both of them the matches.
Oh, yeah.
At Fastlane.
Yep, triple threat.
We're going to have a triple threat at WrestleMania.
Yeah. Yep, pretty much.
Whatever happened to Mojo Rawley?
Signs a new contract and you still don't see his ass.
Yeah. Speaking of not seeing his ass, Rusev finally came back. Shane McMahon was on the phone with Aiden, and Rusev was on the phone, and then Aiden English interrupted. And Aiden says, "Don't patronize us by saying Happy Rusev Day." And you kept us off of TV for 2 weeks, and Shane says, "Yeah, there will be a match tonight, and you will face off against Nakamura." Aiden English.
Yeah.
This is no.
Yeah, I know, right?
Why are you doing this? Ziggler says he didn't come back to get lost in the shuffle. Well, guess what, brother? You're gonna get lost in the shuffle.
Yeah.
Bobby Roode and this. Oh God, these promos are just so bad. Talk about the U.S. title match at Fastlane against Randy Orton.
Yep.
So is Jinder really not going to be in this?
They're saying that they might throw him in as a 3-way for the U.S. belt at WrestleMania. So I'm thinking he's going to interfere at Fastlane. Yeah.
Because that's not nice. Like Shane just said, "Fuck you, Jinder." Like,
yeah.
It's gonna be Randy.
Randy and his new do.
Oh God! You know what? Let's do it.
All right.
Randy Orton's hair. You just made the book.
He just made the book. Randy Orton's hair.
Oh my God! It's long overdue.
Very long overdue. Are you kidding me? You know what? But hey, you got to give ourselves credit because we gave him enough time.
We did.
It
just got longer and it got greasier and it's just
exactly.
No.
Now, you know what? Actually, should Corey Graves' hairdo be in the book too?
Oh my God! Yes. That blonde shit on his head. It looked like a bird just took a dump on his hair, and he just said, "Let me take a comb it back." What the heck? What in Cruella de Vil were you thinking? Oh my God! Looking like a soft serve ice cream cone from Dairy Queen.
For the first time in wrestling POV history, we got 2 hairdos in the book.
Oh my goodness!
Oh
Lord.
Jesus Christ! All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
Aiden English versus Nakamura. Nakamura won.
Yeah. Yep.
That's it. John Cena makes his way to the ring. John Cena versus AJ Styles. Now, guys, no, this was not an AJ Styles versus John Cena match that I'm used to seeing.
Exactly. I was disappointed. I really was.
Not a good match.
No.
At the end of the match, we had Cena picks up Styles and AJ counters into a calf crusher. And Cena thinks about tapping out, but he hasn't tapped out since 2003.
I know, right?
And he looks at the WrestleMania sign, and he picks up Styles for the attitude adjustment and wins the match.
Yep.
So Cena's been added to the match. Sami Zayn makes his way to the ring with Kevin Owens. Baron Corbin attacks Cena from behind. Zayn and Owens join in the attack on Cena. And then Owens goes after Styles. Dolph Ziggler hits a super kick to Corbin and Zayn. Ziggler, Cena, and Styles stand in the ring together, and Ziggler punches Styles, but Cena hits Ziggler with an attitude adjustment. Say that 16 times fast.
Not happening.
So Cena stands tall as he is now in the match. It's a 6-pack challenge match at Fastlane.
Yep.
Wow.
Exactly. All right.
It is now time for Raw versus SmackDown every Tuesday on our Twitter page. You go to Twitter page at Wrestling POV. You can cast a vote. You, the listeners, can cast a vote on what you thought was best this week, Raw or SmackDown. And we will take it into consideration on what you guys think. So, this week the fans voted, and the fans voted in favor of Monday Night Raw, 57%. I have to agree. SmackDown was just, oh my God.
SmackDown was all over the place.
They're just showing that they're the B show, man.
But not, yeah, I know, right? But not only were they all over the place, I was kind of lost a little bit. It was just weird, man. It was weird. Yeah, I mean, at least Raw is starting to get their shit together as far as WrestleMania goes. You know, these guys, and we made a mistake too. It wasn't 2 weeks after Fastlane; it was 4 weeks after Fastlane. But even still, they got 4 weeks to develop something, exciting going into WrestleMania. And right now, the only thing they got going is AJ Styles versus Nakamura, because that's what it's going to end up being. Let's be real. You know what I'm saying?
Course.
It's going to be AJ Styles versus Nakamura because that's what everybody wants to watch. I want to watch it. Are you kidding me? If they don't give us that this year, oh my God. They better not add nobody into that match. Just don't do it. Don't.
Yeah.
Leave it be.
Like, the way I'm looking at it is Bobby Roode versus Randy Orton. Is Jinder Mahal going to come and interfere in that match? If so, then are you going to do the same thing for the tag team title match and have the Bludgeon Brothers come in and interfere? So it's like, Fastlane, as predictable as it may seem, it may not be that predictable. And my 3-time championship title reign may come to an end a lot quicker than I thought.
2.5. 2.5.
Wilfredo Cruz's 2.5 championship reign will definitely be ending soon.
He's 2.5 too. All right, so Raw takes it this week.
So Raw is ahead 26-20, and I think that's it. I think there's only 5 weeks left before WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So Monday Night Raw, congratulations.
Yeah, they're not.
Can you get to 30? That's the question. Can you make this a stomping and make it 30-20?
So we'll still keep going with it.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, sure, why not? So
Make it a slobber knocker.
that is your Raw and SmackDown. All right. Now it's time before we leave the show. Our newest tradition is we're gonna open up the book and review what's in it and see what stays and what leaves. We have one in Wrestling POV history that is a permanent member of the book. He shall never leave the book. If you don't know who he is, you need to go back in past episodes and catch it on iTunes. Listen to it on Facebook. We even posted on Facebook, man. We posted on Facebook. If you got Podbean, what's that?
And Twitter.
And Twitter. If you go on those, there's an easy way to catch the show. Podbean, if you have the Podbean app, you go on Podbean to catch the show. And guess what? We got picked up by Spotify. So you can watch and listen to the show, actually, on Spotify for free. We don't even ask for a penny. You watch it for free.
$3.99.
Free. You can't get no freer than that. All right, so let's take a quick look at the book, shall we? All right, you ready? All right, Shane McMahon stays in the book for sure. Daniel Bryan stays in the book.
Yep.
Charlotte's Botox.
I don't know, man.
I think so because I'm curious to know what she's going to look like come WrestleMania. So we'll leave her there. I think after
WrestleMania.
Yeah, we'll check it out then. All right. Sasha Banks kicks at the Royal Rumble. Are we still? She's got one more week, really?
She missed 6 kicks, Tony.
Oh wow. All right, SmackDown's top 10. I think that stays. I think it stays because they did mention it again today.
Yeah, so
I think the more they keep mentioning it, the more it'll stay in the book.
Exactly.
All right, Drake.
Don't copy us.
I know, right? Don't copy us. Drake.
I haven't heard anything from Drake, so he's staying in the book.
Yeah, he stays in the book. He didn't contact us, little motherfucker. All right, Randy Orton's hair, a new entrant into the book.
Yes, it stays.
It definitely stays.
Yeah, definitely.
Corey Graves' hairdo. That definitely stays too. So that is our list of who made it into the book, and it's going to just keep on growing and growing, and the more ridiculous things that we put in the book, the better. All right, so I think that's the end of the show. I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with Mimi Giddy. She had to step out. She had a phone call. And the third wheel,
Rick Serrano, the 3-time champ, the third.
2.5. And our intern,
Miguel Cole, adios.
Love, peace, and wrestling. We'll see you next week.
Peace out.
Good night, everybody!
Damn it. 2.5.
Goodbye.
Wow, man. Yo, but seriously, man. Come on. 3-time champ right here.
2.5.
It was just amazing. I had tears running down my eyes. It was just amazing. Great opportunity, man. I mean, I think I'm just going to keep this going. Just keep it building, you know? I mean, I had fans reach out to me, Rick, how did you feel being 3-time champ? And, Wilfredo Cruz, forget Wilfredo Cruz, right? It's about me, all right? But, okay already. Jesus. You know, speaking of Jesus, I mean, Mimi Goody, what is he, going to take a number 2.5?